Good morning, everybody. I am so excited to be here. My name is Julie, and I'm doing an update for my Pan That Face palette. It's been a few months since you've seen this, and I think we might actually see some progress. Yay! I'm super excited. So I actually have kind of like two-ish palettes in here. I've set some goals to use up some bigger palettes in my collection this year, and I kind of threw them into like the face palette realm. So that's why I have this video. But the first one is this blush palette. This is by Tarte. This is the, what did I realize? It was like the 2010 or the 2015 holiday palette. It's called the Amazonian Clay Blush Palette Color Wheel. And what's funny is I remember thinking this packaging was so unique when I first bought it, and I'm kind of like, that was a choice. But inside, the products are amazing. So let me show you where we started this project. And here we are today. You can see there's a lot of amazing progress in here. First and foremost, this pink down here called Surreal, that is going to have the biggest difference in my mind of what you can actually like see, like really look at that circle in there. That's amazing. I hit pan last time, and man, have I expanded that pan out. That's absolutely stunning. It's a little bit hard to see, but this one I actually have a pretty good dip in as well. You do see the ring starting. I always seem to hit the top of the ring first, which would make sense because it's the closest, but you can start kind of see, let's see if I can get you real close. You can see that ring starting there. I do have a hard pan in there too. I just kind of ignore the hard pans and kind of work around them, and then I'll scrape them off when need be. But you'll see like these two are the ones I've been mainly using. I have been using this every once in a while. Got good progress on that. This one I haven't been using as much. This one is called Culture, and I haven't touched Idol because Idol, I don't know why I pronounced it Idol, just because that ring is a little hard for me to reach. I'm going to repress it once I start using this one more, but you'll see in my other palette I have another highlight, so I'm not super worried about using this one right now. But yes, I would like to get all of these empty by the end of the year. It is, end of March. I've got time. I've got 9 months to use it, so I'm feeling pretty good about this. I was kind of thinking, and I want to know your opinion about it. Once I get to a certain point where I start getting rings like this on kind of my 3 faves, should I repress them all together? I'm kind of thinking I should, because what I've actually been doing is kind of using 2 or 3 at the same time anyways. I've been kind of using them to layer. I've been doing this like blush blowout thing, which I've been loving. I feel like it's been doing really good things for my face, like face shape, because it's so long, I have one of those beautifully oval round, oval long faces. So I think pulling the attention kind of out has been making it look more round. And so I've been using 2 or 3 of the shades every time. This has clearly been my favorite for spring, but I've kind of been mixing one of the other 2 or 3, or, like just layering it to kind of getting it to go. But yeah, do you think it's cheating if I mix them? Or is it smart because then I'll actually use them up? Let me know. I'm kind of torn between those 2 ideas, so I don't know which one I'm kind of going for next, see if I can like get into them. I'll have to repress them at some point anyways, so I just don't know if I can mix the shades or not. I said I wasn't going to touch this bottom part, but I have been. This one right here, there's no real progress on it, but I did want to tell you I used this probably 3 or 4 times. Just looking for something a little bit deeper earlier this spring, and so I pulled out that one, and that's the shade Montage. It's almost like a reddy pink. It really brought a lot of depth. It's something I have to be very careful with because I can go overboard with it. But if I mix that one with the hot pink, it tends to look pretty good. So that's something I have been working on. Just a little bit, not too much. And like I said, I haven't really been touching that highlight. But once I finish in my Too Faced little black book of bronzers highlight, I'll be getting there. So let's move on to this one. Let me show you where I have been. And here we are today. I only have 3 powders still left in this palette. I'm only focusing on 2 of them. I'm ignoring this one. I'm just not loving the way that's looking on my skin. It looks almost like dusty, but dusty being like grayish instead of like a pop of pink or a pop of highlight. It's just not my jam right now. So this one you can see getting huge pan in here. I am whittling away at that every single day that I'm using it. So that I know is not going to be around for too much longer because it's kind of thin all the way around. This will probably be done, I'm going to say June. Give myself 3 more months to use it. And then this highlight over here, you can see I've actually hit a second pan. 1, 2, and oh, actually look, a little third pan in there. This has already been repressed. This came out of a Tarte palette. Tarte, like, it had like, it was like a full face. It was like eyeshadows, blush, bronzer, and a highlight. This is the highlight in there. Maybe it didn't have a blush. Doesn't matter. But this one is my highlight I have been using. I've really enjoyed using this one. I'm using it very lightly, so I'm not using too much at a time, and I'm actually blowing it out like everywhere on my face. I'm doing like my full cheek area, my forehead, down my nose. Like I'm using a lot of it, but lightly. So I guess it's covering a large distance, but lightly. Here's the same question. Eventually I'm going to have to combine these 2, I think. And I don't think that's bad because this also has that pink tone and that one has that pink tone. So I don't think it's a bad idea. I'm not there yet. Probably at my next update, which, oh, it's not even June. Probably May will be my next update. I'm trying to do it like every 2 months or so. I might end up combining those 2 depending on how the next 2 months roll through. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. This one I'm liking the idea more because this is already not the Too Faced Little Black Book of Bronzes. This is a total Tarte one, so I know I pressed this in here like years ago, but I'm excited to kind of get this palette out of my collection. It's just so big, you know? It's big and I'm ready to let it go. And I've been using this now. Is this my third? Yeah, this is my 3rd year rolling through it. So time to get this gone. And this guy I'm just going to ignore. It's okay. It's well past its prime and I don't love it. And I haven't loved it. I hit pan on it, but I just haven't loved it. Like I like it like every once in a while, but then I discover it doesn't really look good on me. But I'm gonna rock these other 2 and get them gone. And that is my update. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Happy panning, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.